My dad and I recently renovated a $10,000 abandoned house into a pink Airbnb, but we've been saving one final project and it's a big one. Get ready because we're doing a complete backyard makeover and you're coming along every step of the way. This space already looks nothing like it did the day we got the keys, so before we get started, let's rewind and take a look at how far we've already come. Here's the back porch in the backyard that we started with before we did a single thing. We had a couple loads of trash to clean up, but the worst part of all was that the back porch was literally falling in. Wait. Actually, I take that back. The worst part is that the siding was completely rotted to the point that there was no saving it, so we had to remove it all, and yes, people actually thought we were tearing the house down. Piece by piece, we started putting it back together, and if you're new here, we did all of the work completely on our own. Up next, it was time to tackle the back porch, and let's just say this was part of the reason the house was condemned. We really didn't have much to work with, so basically our only option was to demolish it and start over from scratch. We started with mixing the concrete in Dad's prized possession. This is his concrete mixer that he found on Facebook Marketplace for only $125, and he is very proud of it. His one and only reason for having Facebook is to buy things on Marketplace, and he doesn't even know that you can do anything else on there. I mean, he has no profile picture, he's never posted anything, and he has 6 friends, which includes me, my sisters, and a few coworkers. Anyways, let's get back to the porch. We found these leftover original bricks in the basement, so we used them to cover the block so that the porch would match the rest of the foundation, and then we started prepping for the concrete to be poured. Here's what we came up with, and I'll be honest, it took way too long to get the design of the sidewalk right. The concrete turned out perfect, but of course, there's still more work to be done. The porch covering consisted of a couple 2x4s and about 3 sheets of metal, so we had to take that down, and this is what we were left with. Next, we put up the new siding, which made a huge difference. Then we moved the back door and built a new roof over the back porch. Finally, we moved on to building the privacy fence, and this included a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. That's no exaggeration because this is how I ended day one. The funniest part of all is that I actually showed up thinking we were going to build the entire fence in one day, when in reality it took us over a week. A privacy fence was my #1 non-negotiable for this renovation, and I prioritized fitting it into the budget, and I'm so glad that I did because it made a huge impact. Check out this back porch transformation so far. Can you believe that? Make sure you follow along because up next we'll be sharing the behind the scenes of painting this mural and more of the backyard makeover.